Chosen one. This Tuesday will deliver what Monday couldn't. There are days that carry weight without movement, days that hold your breath, but never release it. Monday was one of those days. It was filled with anticipation, but its silence became louder than the promises it carried. It whispered that something was coming, yet the hours passed like shadows. But Tuesday is different. Tuesday does not promise with its mouth, it delivers with its presence. You are standing in the atmosphere of a divine turnaround. Tuesday is not the leftover of a failed Monday. Tuesday is the recalibration, the reset, the fulfillment. Now, before we go further, I want you to feel the power in this moment. If your spirit has felt something shift already, then you're aligned with the truth of this message. Watch this video until the very end, because something about your name, your energy, your intention is attracting breakthroughs. In the comments, write your warmest wishes and the number 99. This is a chapter about wishes coming true and energizing the universe. The energy you leave here will echo back to you in powerful waves, because here's what you may not see yet. Tuesday is not coming with leftover crumbs. It's bringing the entire banquet. Monday was a test of patience, of trust, of soul endurance. It was the closed door that made you stare too long and question your value. It was the silence before the symphony. But Tuesday was already loading behind the scenes, while Monday tried to exhaust you. You were not waiting in vain. You were being positioned. You see, when you're chosen, the clock doesn't tick like it does for everyone else. Time bends around purpose. Delay is not denial. It's a disguised alignment. Tuesday holds what was always yours, but hidden until the right vibration could carry it forward. Tuesday is not about reward for effort. It's about arrival at the appointed moment. This is divine coordination. The energies of creation are working on your behalf now, not just through your work, but through the timeline that recognizes your readiness. You must understand, you didn't miss your chance. You were never behind. Monday's silence wasn't punishment. It was the womb. It was where the next chapter was being formed, where Tuesday's delivery system was being finalized. That's why you felt the pressure, the heaviness, the stillness. It was not absence, it was incubation. And now, it's time. This Tuesday carries coded momentum. It has been assigned a role in your elevation. The shift will not be loud. It will be certain. It will be internal before it becomes external. The opportunities, the calls, the clarity, they're all part of Tuesday's package. But they will show up when your spirit recognizes it's no longer surviving the wait, but activating the promise. You are not here by accident. You are reading this, listening to this, feeling this, because Tuesday carries your name. It remembers the blueprint written before you even felt Monday's doubt. That's why it's showing up with answers to questions you never voiced. That's why people you've never met are suddenly speaking your name. That's why doors that didn't even exist yesterday are appearing in front of you now. Because you didn't give up. There's something about people who endure without evidence that triggers supernatural delivery. The universe has watched you be loyal to a future you couldn't see. Tuesday is the acknowledgement. It's the manifestation. It's the proof that you weren't delusional. You were faithful. And that faith is currency in higher dimensions. It pays out in divine timing. It pays out in days like Tuesday. And no, not every Tuesday will be like this. But this one has a signature. This one has a mission. It has been set apart to do what yesterday couldn't, to bring what the weekend couldn't carry, to heal what was left open by the previous cycle. This Tuesday was made to correct something that felt broken. It's a realignment day, a yes kind of day, a day where the right words find the right ears, a day where your inner knowing gets external confirmation. Let me tell you something deep. Tuesday has been waiting on you too. It couldn't arrive until you grew into the version of yourself that could handle what it's bringing. You had to mature in silence. You had to pass invisible tests. You had to walk through doors that led nowhere just to build the stamina for when the right door opened. That's now. That's today. That's this Tuesday. The signals are everywhere. You're not crazy for feeling like something big is hovering. You're sensing divine movement. You're tuned into frequencies most people ignore. That's what happens when you're chosen. Your spirit hears the bell before the door opens. You're being handed something without asking because your essence called for it. This Tuesday, the universe is not just delivering things, it's delivering you to places. You are the answered prayer. You are the shift. That's why you had to wait. That's why Monday had to be silent. Because Tuesday needed room to speak. Loudly, clearly, purposefully. And when it speaks, it won't apologize for showing up late. Because it's not late. It's perfectly on time. It's cosmic alignment. It's spiritual arithmetic. All the energies that had to collide. The people who had to wake up. The decisions that had to be made in other rooms. The systems that had to rearrange. All of it synchronized just for you. Just for this. This Tuesday will not pass like the others. It's carrying divine payload. Don't expect normal. Don't settle into routine. Expect recognition. Expect delivery. Expect the universe to finally send what's been swirling in your field of vision for months. Expect closure. Expect openings. Expect your name to be carried where it needs to be heard. Expect the unexpected, not as chaos, but as calibration. Your name is on something being unsealed today. Don't question the timing. Don't second-guess the movement. Just breathe and walk through what opens. Say yes to what feels aligned. Say no to what echoes old wounds. Tuesday doesn't need your fear. It needs your faith. It doesn't need your overthinking. It needs your awareness. This is not just a better day. This is a destiny day. And in the quiet moments of this Tuesday, pause. Listen. Reflect. Something will confirm that you're exactly where you need to be. It may be a word, a text, a person, a realization, but it will happen. Because this Tuesday is speaking your language. It knows what you need before you do. It knows how to comfort your doubt while waking your greatness. It knows how to show up without effort and still change everything. What makes this Tuesday undeniable isn't the calendar date. It's the vibration it carries. You've shifted vibrationally in a way that the world must now respond. That's why things are beginning to feel strange, because the old patterns are breaking and the new alignment is demanding space. You're no longer compatible with what drained you, with what overlooked you, with what belittled you. And this shift is not subtle anymore. It's visible. It's energetic. It's magnetic. You're pulling in the kind of favor that logic cannot explain. You're entering a window of divine influence. The kind where effort matters, but alignment matters more. Tuesday is responding to your internal yes. You stopped pretending. You stopped shrinking. You stopped negotiating with lesser versions of your destiny. And now, what you said no to is making room for what was always meant to say yes to you. You're going to notice something strange starting this Tuesday. People, places, even problems that used to grab your energy will feel dull, faded, irrelevant. That's the first sign of elevation. The terrain of your attention is changing. You're being pulled into higher conversations, deeper missions, bolder decisions. This isn't about a new opportunity. It's about a new operating system. You're being recalibrated to function in power, not panic. Tuesday knows your name, but more importantly, it knows your calling. That's why it's been assigned to deliver momentum, not maintenance. It's not here to keep you afloat. It's here to lift you up. And if you've been waiting on a sign, this is it. Not because it sounds nice, but because your entire being already knows. You feel it in your gut. You hear it in the silence. You see it in the eyes of people around you who suddenly notice something different in you, even if they can't explain it. You are not entering the blessing. The blessing is entering you. Your mindset, your frequency, your intentions. They are the magnet. The external changes are just the echoes of your inner alignment. This is why Tuesday is different. It's not bringing you something random. It's bringing you what already belongs to you, but now with proof, with presence, with permanence. No more halfway healing. No more partial provision. No more almosts and maybes. This Tuesday comes with full delivery. You won't have to explain yourself. You won't need to defend your choices. The fruit will speak. The glow will show. The outcomes will silence the doubters and awaken the believers. You will no longer chase validation. Tuesday is the day it starts chasing you. But let's get real. Tuesday will still ask you to choose rest over rush, to choose vision over noise, to choose yourself over their expectations. The delivery does not arrive to the unprepared. It shows up to the surrendered. And you, chosen one, have been preparing even in your exhaustion. You didn't know that every delay was teaching you how to receive. Now you do. The moment you decided to no longer betray yourself for the comfort of others, Tuesday was born. The second you said, "No more playing small," Tuesday scheduled your delivery. It's a spiritual law. Your inner world writes checks that the universe must cash. And you've written some bold ones lately. Tuesday is the deposit. Don't expect everyone around you to understand this elevation. Some will sense it and distance themselves. Some will resist your transformation. That's okay. When Tuesday delivers, not everyone is meant to stay for the unboxing. Some people were Monday people. They belonged to your waiting room. Tuesday is your launch pad. This shift will filter your circle, not to hurt you, but to prepare you. Not to isolate, but to insulate. You are entering into territory that only faith can navigate. Strategy won't be enough. You'll have to trust your intuition, your inner voice, the nudges you once ignored. Tuesday is bringing more than stuff. It's bringing clarity, the type of clarity that dismantles doubt and replaces it with conviction. You'll know what to do, when to move, what to release, who to align with. It'll feel like sudden insight, but really, it's just delayed delivery. Let this sink in. What was meant for you was never denied, only delayed. And Tuesday was chosen as the day of unlocking. Not because it's magical in itself, but because you're finally ready to hold what couldn't be handed to you before. You're no longer the version of you that would sabotage the blessing. You're the version that's prepared to protect it, nurture it, and multiply it. That's what makes you different now. You've died to the parts of yourself that doubted the miracle. You've outgrown the mindset that needed to see before believing. You believe. Now you're about to see. Tuesday will deliver what Monday couldn't, because Monday was the graveyard. Tuesday is the garden. Get ready for conversations you didn't schedule, but are exactly what you need. Get ready for opportunities that come without you chasing. Get ready for names being dropped in rooms you haven't entered yet. Tuesday is not waiting for your qualifications. It's moving based on your destiny. You are no longer trying to prove your worth. You are embodying it. And when you do, the universe responds. Heaven responds. Even people respond, not because you ask, but because the new energy around you leaves no room for ignorance. So breathe, receive. Let go of what didn't work on Monday. It doesn't need to be explained. What matters now is who you are becoming. Not who doubted you, not who left, not who couldn't see it. This is a divine delivery, and it requires your attention, your stillness, your openness. Tuesday has been coded to remember your name. It carries vibrations that search for you and only you. That's why everything else is falling away. That's why this feels different. It's not anxiety, it's activation. You are waking up into your next level. You are entering the promise, not the preview. This is not a rehearsal. This is the real thing. And when it arrives, when the moment comes, don't flinch, don't run, don't overthink it. Say yes, smile, exhale, and walk through the open door like you always knew it was coming. Because deep down, you did. There is a divine rhythm to your life now, and Tuesday is keeping perfect time. Everything is moving in tune with your inner alignment, not your outer struggle. That's why it doesn't look like it should be working. But somehow, things are unfolding in your favor anyway. Because what's happening now is beyond visibility. It's vibrational. And when your vibration matches your vision, reality has no choice but to reflect it back. This is the part where you must become a different kind of receiver. No more questioning the worth of what's arriving. No more wondering if it's too good to be true. It's not. It's exactly as good as you were made to experience. You were never made for mediocrity. That's why you've always felt disconnected from average outcomes. That disconnect wasn't dysfunction. It was discernment. A knowing that your story was never meant to blend in. It was meant to redefine what's possible. Tuesday is now delivering confirmations, the kind that don't just comfort you, they change you. You're about to see why it didn't happen sooner. You're about to understand why the previous doors stayed shut. They weren't rejection. They were redirection. They were protection. And now that you've stepped into this moment, Tuesday comes not just with access, but with answers. It's not just blessing your day. It's upgrading your path. There are energies, opportunities, and people orbiting you now that were unreachable even a week ago. Not because they were too high, but because your signal hadn't risen yet. Tuesday reflects your rise. This version of you has unlocked a portal that your past self couldn't even see. Now, it's not about climbing higher, it's about walking straighter. The crooked roads are being made smooth. The cluttered paths are clearing. The storm has passed. And now comes the visibility. What once looked confusing will now make sense. Tuesday is the day when the jigsaw pieces click. You'll remember a word spoken years ago, a dream you dismissed, an idea you buried, and suddenly it will all rush back like it never left. Because it never did. It was waiting. For this time. For this alignment. For this Tuesday. Expect old patterns to collapse without warning. You won't need to force anything. What no longer serves your soul will start falling away like dry leaves in wind. Don't panic. Don't chase. Let them go. Your hands are being emptied to hold what's finally yours. Your soul is being cleared for new agreements. You are not being abandoned. You are being aligned. There will be subtle confirmations this Tuesday, songs that strike the right chord, numbers that repeat, words from strangers that mirror your own thoughts, feelings that drop in without warning and bring peace. These are not coincidences. They are codes, embedded messages from the higher realm saying, "You're on track. Don't turn around." This Tuesday brings speed. Things that were slow-moving or stuck will begin to shift quickly. Doors won't just open, they'll swing. Conversations won't just occur, they'll align. What was hard to reach will seem drawn to you. That's the nature of divine timing. It moves without human permission. And right now, it has you in its sightline. You'll notice it in how people look at you differently. Some will stare, sensing something they can't name. Others will step back, overwhelmed by your glow. Don't dim it. This light is not arrogant, it's evidence. It's the proof of inner work, sacred patience, and unshakable vision. This light is the result of what Monday tried to bury, and Tuesday is bringing it out. Stay rooted, stay humble, but also stay aware. Not everyone who claps for you is clapping with you in spirit. This Tuesday will not only deliver the blessing, it will expose the counterfeit. The energy that enters your life now must match your next level. You can no longer afford agreements that drain you, people who delay you, or thoughts that disqualify you. You've crossed the threshold. There's no going back. Tuesday has made it clear. Your arrival is not pending. It's present. You're not preparing for the future. You're living the prophecy. The version of you that was doubted, dismissed, overlooked. That version is no more. In its place stands someone refined by waiting, empowered by pain, elevated by persistence. That's who this Tuesday was built for. Let it land fully. Let it enter your body. Let it rise through your voice. You'll find yourself speaking differently, not to impress, but to impact. You'll feel ideas enter you from realms you've only glimpsed in your dreams. You'll start executing with confidence instead of hesitation. That's the new you, the Tuesday you, the chosen you. You are walking proof that delay is not denial, that silence is not stillness, that waiting does not mean wasting. Tuesday is the vindication of everything you endured without applause, everything you built without help, everything you healed without validation. Tuesday doesn't just deliver, it honors. So when you walk today, walk with your shoulders back and your spirit open. Let your steps echo with knowing. Let your presence announce what your voice no longer needs to say. Let your energy do the heavy lifting. The room will feel you before it sees you. That's the shift. That's the sign. No more begging. No more doubting. No more shrinking. Tuesday arrives when you're finally ready to receive without fear, to lead without apology, and to rise without resistance. And now, you're ready. There comes a moment where your life no longer reflects what you were taught, but what you remembered. Tuesday is that moment. It's the recall of ancient knowing, the reactivation of sacred power, the re-entry into the timeline where you always thrived. You're not becoming someone new. You're remembering who you were before life taught you to fear your own brilliance. This is not self-improvement. This is soul recognition. What Tuesday delivers is more than opportunity. It's permission. Permission to finally be the version of yourself that you saw in quiet dreams but couldn't fully explain to others. Permission to break the pattern of waiting for external confirmation before you move. Permission to be loud with your light. And if others mistake your radiance for arrogance, let them. Tuesday doesn't come to make you digestible. It comes to make you undeniable. The version of you that Tuesday is calling forward is bold, not reckless, clear, not perfect, empowered, not inflated. You've been tempered by fire, not broken by it. The misunderstanding, the rejection, the betrayal, all of it shaped the edge of your truth. Now your voice holds gravity. Your presence, authority. This wasn't manufactured. This was earned. Tuesday is offering you an exchange, your old identity for your real one. It is removing the dust of false expectations, the weight of ancestral limitation, and the chains of quiet compliance. You are no longer available for anything that makes you question your own intuition. You are no longer accessible to the frequency of begging, even in thought. Your spirit knows that everything meant for you is magnetized to you now, without pleading, without panic. This is where ease begins, not because the work disappears, but because the resistance dissolves. You are moving in your natural flow. Your life starts feeling custom-built, not forced. The right things begin to land gently, not because you've manipulated them, but because your energy finally matches what you've always carried within. Tuesday unlocks that synchronization. You're not making it happen, you're letting it happen. The discomfort you felt recently wasn't a sign that you were doing something wrong. It was a spiritual molting, the shedding of survival patterns, the breaking of silent contracts, the cracking of old shells that once protected you but now only confined you. And Tuesday doesn't come to patch the cracks. It comes to let the light in. There's a version of you emerging now that doesn't flinch when the old doubts try to visit. You've walked through too many deserts to be fooled by a mirage. You've seen too many false starts to confuse noise for direction. Now, you move only when the frequency is right. You speak only when the words come from clarity, not from reaction. Tuesday is delivering the discernment that creates peace before performance. Don't underestimate how much has already shifted, because from this moment on, you are no longer walking in cycles. You are walking in spirals. You are not repeating. You are ascending. Every moment from here will build upon the one before it. Even your rest will multiply your growth. Even your stillness will feed your elevation. That's the kind of power you've entered. That's what Tuesday delivers. And yes, the world may try to pull you back into roles that no longer fit, but your silence will speak louder than your explanations. Your absence from old patterns will be your greatest declaration. You're not seeking revenge. You're seeking resonance. You're not proving, you're positioning. Tuesday recalibrates your compass so it no longer points to old validation, but to new fulfillment. That's why this Tuesday doesn't feel like a normal day. It's not. It's a portal, a turning point, a sacred checkpoint between who you've been and who you're now fully becoming. And the choice to walk through it won't come with trumpets or spotlights. It'll come with a whisper, a knowing, a moment where your soul says, "It's time." And when you hear that, don't hesitate. Let Tuesday be the day you stop performing and start embodying. Let it be the day you choose inner alignment over external acceptance. Let it be the day your yes is louder than your fears. Because what's waiting on the other side of this shift doesn't want your perfection. It wants your permission. Give yourself permission to want more without guilt. Permission to walk away without explanation. Permission to evolve publicly. Permission to lead even if you're still learning. Permission to show up before you feel fully ready. Tuesday is not asking for your flawless version. It's asking for your real one. Your intuition has already felt it. The breeze that carries your name, the magnetic pull towards something unfamiliar but undeniable. Trust it. It's real. It's ready. And so are you. Because from this day forward, every room you enter will feel different. Not because the room changed, but because you did. Your energy will carry authority that silence cannot contain. Your story will begin to align with what your soul always knew. Tuesday is not a pause between struggle and blessing. It's the door to legacy. So walk like you've already arrived. Think like you've already received. Speak like what you carry inside is sacred, because it is. Don't look for the old mirrors. They can't reflect this version of you anymore. The reflection you're about to see is not distorted by delay, nor clouded by doubt. It is clear. It is radiant. It is real. Tuesday made sure of it. You are no longer stepping into the day hoping it will cooperate. You're entering this Tuesday knowing it was designed around you, around your evolution, around your essence. This is no longer about fitting into old timelines or appeasing outdated expectations. This is about living like the frequency you carry has a gravitational pull, because it does. And now the world is responding accordingly. The signals are everywhere. Things are beginning to rearrange without you forcing them. Timelines are bending to fit your energy. Connections are igniting with little to no explanation. What once required strain is now arriving with simplicity. Not because it's easy, but because it's right. That's what Tuesday delivers: flow, clarity, precision. And here's something sacred. This delivery isn't just for you, it's through you. You are being positioned as a divine distributor. What pours into your life now will overflow into others. Your presence is becoming a portal. Not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will know what to call it. But those who are meant to receive from it will feel it before you even speak. Because your light is loud now. Your alignment is undeniable. You are the bridge between old worlds and new ones, between the noise of doubt and the quiet of inner wisdom, between expectation and embodiment. Tuesday places a mantle on you, not of pressure, but of power, a responsibility to live fully awake, to model what happens when someone no longer negotiates their worth, their timing, or their truth. And with that power comes the shedding. You'll notice things falling away that once felt important. Habits, labels, versions of you built out of necessity, no longer needed in the realm of wholeness. Tuesday brings release. It says, you don't have to carry that anymore. You don't have to explain why you've changed. You don't need to translate your growth for the ones still choosing stagnation. Because this Tuesday is sacred ground. What lands in your life today was summoned by every no you had the courage to speak, every door you didn't force open, every time you chose peace over proving. You didn't fold, you recalibrated. And now, the universe is responding to that new signal, fast, loud, clear. There will be moments today where time seems to slow, where your breath deepens, where a sense of certainty washes over you, unprovoked. These are sacred pauses. Lean into them. They are divine timestamps, proof that the shift is not only happening around you, it's happening in you. You are the atmosphere now. You're no longer reacting to energy. You're setting it. You've been given new access to thoughts, to insight, to realms of clarity that were previously blocked by survival. That's why everything feels more vivid, because your perception has expanded. You're no longer seeing through wounds, you're seeing through wisdom. And Tuesday is affirming that you are safe to lead, safe to receive, and safe to rise. Watch how your environment begins to mirror your internal landscape. The chaos will fade, the noise will drop. The right people will orbit naturally, not by your effort, but by your energy. Because alignment is louder than any announcement. And when you're aligned, the things that once ran from you will begin to find you, not by coincidence, but by covenant. This Tuesday does not arrive quietly. It arrives like thunder, wrapped in stillness. It arrives with no need for permission. It has waited long enough, and now that you're ready, truly ready, it's pouring everything into your field that was always promised. The only difference now, you're willing to believe it. You're willing to show up for yourself the way you once did for others. You're willing to own your space without shrinking. You're willing to trust your inner voice, even when it doesn't match the opinions around you. And that willingness, that quiet courage, is what built the runway for this Tuesday's takeoff. You're flying now, and there is no turbulence when you're aligned with truth, no confusion when your steps are sacred, no doubt when your identity is anchored. And that's what this day marks, the beginning of a new way of being, where power no longer intimidates you and purpose no longer exhausts you, where you can finally say, I'm not becoming any more. I've arrived. Let the world adjust to this version of you, the one who doesn't apologize for their glow, the one who speaks with conviction and moves with precision, the one who no longer waits for green lights from unsure people. This version of you is the permission. This version of you doesn't wait for perfect timing. They recognize that Tuesday is the time. So let your words carry authority. Let your silence carry depth. Let your decisions be shaped by the future you're creating, not the past you've survived. You're not building on broken pieces anymore. You've been handed the blueprint again, but this time with wisdom, this time with boundaries, this time with non-negotiable standards. This Tuesday isn't just about receiving. It's about remembering. Remembering what you buried, what you forgot, what you delayed in the name of being polite, palatable, or patient. It's time to pick that up again. The dream, the vision, the version of you that never needed permission to take up space. Tuesday says, reclaim it, all of it. You've arrived at a moment that doesn't ask for more effort. It asks for more embodiment. You no longer need to earn what is already orbiting your name. This Tuesday didn't come to make you hustle harder. It came to remind you, you are already the portal. The evidence of this truth is no longer hidden. It's about to become undeniable. You'll see it in how your decisions sharpen, in how your standards lift, in how easily you begin to release what once consumed your energy. You are not who you were on Monday. You carry a knowing now that can't be unlearned. Tuesday recalibrated your posture. Your energy now speaks in rooms before your mouth ever opens. This is influence born from authenticity, not strategy. Your elevation isn't rooted in arrogance. It's rooted in alignment, in grace, in divine order. You're not stepping over anyone. You're rising because you've been willing to kneel in the silence, to wait in the wilderness, to grow in obscurity. And now, the sky is clearing. The light is brighter, and the atmosphere recognizes you. This Tuesday was made for that recognition. You are now a signal to the universe that you're ready. Not perfect, but positioned. You're no longer repeating the same cycles with a new mask. You've dropped the mask. You've chosen presence over performance, truth over trends, integrity over illusion. And that shift has opened doors your talent alone could never unlock. This is favor that follows identity. So don't be surprised when the right people begin to arrive, when conversations open portals, when the idea that's been circling you finally lands. Don't second-guess it. Don't downplay it. You didn't stumble into this timing. You synced with it. You are now walking in the harvest of quiet obedience, of unseen work, of relentless belief. This Tuesday doesn't come to rearrange your comfort zone. It comes to destroy it, to level every old boundary you created in survival, to demolish every version of you that was molded by fear. You will not recognize your life a few weeks from now, not because you abandoned it, but because you finally activated it. Everything is changing because you did. You are not asking life to meet you halfway anymore. You are not compromising your voice for safety. You are not negotiating with old limitations. You are building new laws within yourself. And those laws are manifesting new realities. You're realizing that power is quiet, that peace is loud, that healing doesn't mean returning to what broke you. It means choosing what builds you. Tuesday is not a day anymore. It's an atmosphere, a declaration, a command. It says, no more waiting, no more postponing joy, no more delaying purpose, no more minimizing your magic to make others comfortable. You've sacrificed enough. You've learned enough. Now is the time to become everything you've quietly believed yourself to be. This is the day your reality begins to reflect your revelation. The world will soon see what your soul always knew, that you were not waiting for the moment. The moment was waiting for you. You are the miracle. You are the motion. You are the one. And now that you know it, nothing will be the same. Let this be the day you stop asking for signs and start becoming the sign. Let this be the moment you no longer wait for change. You are the change. This Tuesday is your shift point, your sacred arrival, your personal prophecy fulfilled. You are not chasing anything. What's yours is now chasing you. And as you walk forward, remember, the version of you who believed despite the silence. They deserve everything that's coming. Don't look back. The delivery has begun. The universe is in motion. And your name, your truth, is finally echoing in all the right places. This Tuesday, delivered.